It is time for a banger reaction. We got the best deck for every arena in Clash Royale 2025 edition. The last time we reacted to one of these was, I think, 3 or 4 months ago. And I think the video was posted like 8 months ago. So, as y'all know, every season there's new balance changes, there's new cards released, there's new evolutions released. So, that video is probably really outdated. This video is 2 weeks old, or 4 weeks old. So, we're going to be getting the best decks for every arena in Clash Royale. I don't care if you're arena 1, 10, 15, 20. Lock in, listen up, keep your ears peeled. Let's go.
These are the best decks for every arena in Clash Royale. And today, I'm reviewing...
What's up, IBS? Oh, my face cam's messed up.
Feeling them all. The best deck for Arena 1 is this giant goblin hut.
This is valid. You need a building in Arena 1, bro. Because all people can use is giant. It's the only win condition. So if you have Goblin Hut, you literally just let them put the giant down and then Goblin Hut and have a huge counter push.
Deck. You have a very limited number of cards in Arena 1, so most players will be using similar decks. But using the Goblin Hut will give you a big advantage. It's much better on defense than the Goblin Cage, and the Spear Goblins can quickly take down the Giant and Mini P.E.K.K.A. Place your Giant and then deploy your support troops behind them. Split your archers and minions in both lanes, else your opponent can destroy them all easily with arrows or fireball. As the best deck for Arena 2, the Giant Bomber deck is a great choice. Your Bomber is going to be clutch here, since it clears out annoying swarms like goblins and even shuts down archers or knight on defense. The Goblin Hut gets even better in this arena because of the Tombstone. While the skeletons approach your tower, your hut keeps spawning spear goblins to chip away. And whenever you see a giant, Valkyrie or knight, just drop your mini P.E.K.K.A. and watch it melt them.
Yes. Bro, the mini P.E.K.K.A. is like the MVP from Arena 1 to 10, bro. I'm telling you, bro, everybody uses giant. Mini P.E.K.K.A. destroys giant. If you're new to Clash, put the mini P.E.K.K.A. in your deck. I promise you'll get free wins.
The best deck for Arena 3 is this giant Fireball deck. The Fireball is your MVP here because Barbarians show up a lot in this arena. One clean Fireball, and poof, they're gone. So whenever you're setting up a giant push, make sure you've got that Fireball ready in case they try to stop you with bobs. This deck also runs minions, which are awesome because they've recently gotten much stronger. Make your opponent waste their arrows on your archers. Once arrows are out, the minions can destroy your opponent's push. And if your opponent drops a battle ram, don't worry, your mini P.E.K.K.A. and Goblin Hut can handle it no problem.
Spell Valley! Wizard!
As the best deck for Arena 4, the Knight Battle Ram deck is the #1 choice. The big upgrade here is Inferno Tower, and it's your most important card. Since there aren't really any good reset cards at this level, your Inferno Tower can just melt through a giant push with ease. For support, keep your Fireball ready to wipe out Barbarians and your arrows for swarms. If you're up against an Inferno Tower, just drop your minions at the bridge to distract it. They can quickly take out the Inferno Tower because of their good range.
Bro, that's true. I don't think you unlock Zap in Arena 4. So the Inferno Tower just cooks.
And with the 2 spirits in your deck, your cycle is super quick, so you can outcycle their buildings and sneak in a Battle Ram connection. The best deck for Arena 5 is the Hog Trifecta.
Yes, oh my god, yes, yes, queen.
Deck. The Hog Rider is fast, it hits hard, and it's tanky enough to keep pressure on. You also unlock Zap here, and trust me, it's a must-have. Zap not only resets Inferno Tower, but also zaps away swarms like skeletons or spear goblins in an instant. Use Valkyrie to clear out bigger swarms.
Chat, in its heyday, this was the first ever, like, actual meta deck in Clash Royale. With Musketeer, Valkyrie, Hog. Like, this was the first ever, like, actual, like, meta deck.
Save your Musketeer mainly for defense. Cycle back to your Hog with cheap cards like Skeletons and Zap. For buildings, Cannon is the go-to, but Bomb Tower or Inferno Tower
like Frozen
also
Peak,
work
he's
fine.
Gonna say Hog
and when you pair
2.6.
Cannon with Mini P.E.K.K.A., you can pretty much shut down any push your opponent throws at you.
P.E.K.K.A.'s Playhouse!
The best deck for Arena 6, hands down, is the Hog Rider Goblin.
This guy has so much ball knowledge. Bro, because I don't think you have log yet in Arena 6. So because your opponents won't have log in Arena 6, your Goblin Barrel just gets damage every time.
And Barrel deck. Having 2 win conditions here is just unfair. You'll constantly keep your opponent guessing. The trick is to bait out their small spells with cards like Fire Spirit or Skeleton Army, then send in your Goblin Barrel for free damage. You can even stack pressure by pushing with Hog Rider and Goblin Barrel.
Yeah, so this push right here, where the Hog Rider tanks for the Goblin Barrel, will literally, like, you will go from Pekka's Playhouse to the next arena in like 25 minutes. Because the only universe where they stop this is if they save their arrows and time it properly. 9 times out of 10, they're either not going to have arrows or they're going to waste arrows. So if your opponent wastes arrows, just do this push. You'll take their whole tower.
Same time, it's tough.
Probably my favorite push in low arenas is Hog Rider Goblin Barrel or Giant Goblin Barrel, because there's no log.
For anyone to defend both, always keep your Zap ready for Skeleton Army, since it's everywhere in this arena. Don't let a P.E.K.K.A. scare you. Your Inferno Tower will melt it. If they zap your Inferno, just drop the Skeleton Army on top and watch them run out of answers.
It's a good deck.
The best deck for Arena 7 is the classic Nighthawk Rider cycle. This deck can shut down almost any offensive push your opponent throws at you. Use your Musketeer and Cannon together for defense, and let your Knight tank for both, so they stay alive longer. Just make sure to space out your Musketeer and Cannon, so you're not handing your opponent free spell value. Fireball is another must-have card here. It wipes out Royal Hogs and 3 Musketeers, and it also helps your Hog sneak in tower damage. Always keep Zap ready for swarms trying to block your Hog Rider. And if you've unlocked evolutions by now, definitely try out Musketeer or Knight Evo to give this deck an even bigger boost.
Hog 2.6.
As the best deck for
Called
Arena 8,
it!
we have the classic 2.6 Hog cycle
Called
with
it!
Vines. The Vines spell is really broken and makes this deck even stronger. Use Vines on defense to immobilize enemy troops while your Musketeer and Cannon take them out. Make sure to space them out so you're not giving away easy spell value. You can also use Ice Golem to kite big threats like P.E.K.K.A. into the opposite lane while your Musketeer and Cannon clean them up. Additionally, use the Ice Golem to tank for your Hog Rider, so the Hog can reach the tower without getting countered. Fireball is usually the better choice over Lightning, since it keeps your cycle fast, but if Lightning feels more comfortable for you, that works too. The best deck for Arena 9 is this
Strongly disagree. Do not copy this deck. Dude, he posted this, 4 weeks ago? Yo. The Goblin Giant got a gigantic nerf, and the Prince got a nerf. Do not copy this deck.
Goblin Giant Double Prince deck. It's cheap, it's aggressive, and it can overwhelm opponents fast.
Now, a month ago, sure, but not anymore. Not anymore.
Dropping both your princes behind the Goblin Giant is brutal. Their charge damage wipes out almost any troop that tries to block. Add in cheap support cards like Spear Goblins, Bats, and
A good substitute, if you still want to use this deck, is P.E.K.K.A. instead of Goblin Giant, because then you have P.E.K.K.A. Double Prince.
Goblin Gang, and suddenly your opponent has to waste Elixir just to stop the chip damage. Meanwhile, you've still got Fireball and Zap to clear out swarms or handle annoying cards like Musketeer and Wizard.
Hog Mountain!
The best deck for Arena 10 has to be...
You! Lord have mercy! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, he's 100% right, though. This is definitely the best deck for Arena 10. Bro, I didn't even know you unlocked all these cards in Arena 10. This is definitely the best Arena 10 deck, like, hands down. Now, this deck is broken, though, and very, very low skill.
Royal recruits Piggies. Let's be real, this is probably the most no-skill deck in...
Okay, he said it. Okay, I'm glad he said it. As of right now, after the Goblin Giant got a nerf, I think Recruits is the lowest skill deck in the game. As of right now. Maybe Elixir Golem, but I think Recruits is easier to use than Elixir Golem. I think this is probably the easiest deck in the game to use. But yeah, in Arena 10, you will dominate with this 100%.
History. Just split your Recruits, split your Royal Hogs, drop a Flying Machine in the middle to snipe whatever they place, and Fireball or arrows down their defense. Boom! Easy win! Breaking through this deck is nearly impossible with all the defense you've got. Recruits, Goblin Cage, Zappies, plus 3 solid spells. Seriously, how's your opponent even supposed to push through all that?
Electro Valley.
As the best deck for Arena 11, we have the Mega Knight Double Barrel Bait deck. Mega Knight is one of the most feared cards in mid-ladder, and honestly, for good reason. He smashes everything on spot.
You don't have to be the bad guy.
Hops from target to target with bonus splash and has a ridiculous amount of HP. On his own, he's annoying, but when you pair him with double barrels, the pressure gets insane. The idea is simple. Use cards like
deck.
Goblin Gang, Dot Goblin, and Bats to bait out your opponent's spells, then punish with Goblin Barrel and Skeleton Barrel. For defense, Goblin Cage does the job, and the Brawler even doubles as a tank for your barrels when you go on offense.
I'm sorry, last time I'm pausing, but I think the best way to describe any Mega Knight deck is you just always want to have Swarm with it. Whether it's Bats, a Skeleton Barrel, or a Goblin Gang, or all three. It's just like, the reason why Swarm will always work so well with Mega Knight is because that's what complements the Mega Knight. Like, Mega Knight is the opposite. It's not a Swarm unit, so you need Swarm units to complement it. It's like, it's just good synergy, bro. Spooky Valding! Spooky Valding!
The best deck for Arena 12 is the P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam deck. This one counters a ton of the popular decks you'll see around here. It's cheap, it's fast, and it wins by overwhelming your opponent with a P.E.K.K.A. plus Ram Rider push. Add in the Vine spell, and that combo can end games instantly. On defense, Baby Dragon and minions have your back, but the real MVP is the Berserker. For just 2 elixir, she's insanely versatile.
He's not wrong.
Up multiple ground troops and then switching right into offense to keep up the pressure. If you want easy wins, just play this deck aggressively and force your opponent on the back foot. The best deck for Arena 13 is 3.0 Expo Cycle. Expo has been one of the strongest decks of all time in Clash Royale. The whole game plan is simple. Protect your Expo as much as possible, then finish things off with Fireball Cycle in the late game. Tesla is absolutely irreplaceable here, since it's the only 2x2 building in Clash Royale. You can place it just in front of the Expo, and it defends perfectly.
Yeah, so a lot of these decks, like, you can swap some cards, but with Expo, you have to have Tesla. There's no other option, because it's the only card that you can scrunch next to the Expo.
Archers also give you super solid support on defense. Against beatdown decks, don't be afraid to drop your Expo defensively, but always make sure you're spacing your troops properly. Log and Electro Spirit clear swarms easily, and once double or triple elixir hits, you'll just keep cycling fireballs until the tower finally falls.
It's a good video, bro.
As the best deck for Arena 14, we have Classic Logbait with Inferno Tower, an all-time favorite for pros, and a deck you can keep using well into higher arenas. The key is simple. Cycle to your Goblin Barrel as fast as possible, while sneaking in princess shots at the bridge whenever you can. Inferno Tower is your safety net against Mega Knight, Hog Rider, P.E.K.K.A. and Electro Giant, which you'll see a lot in this arena. And don't forget, Rocket isn't just for defense. You can use it offensively too whenever you're getting good value. If you've got Goblin Barrel Evolution unlocked, try splitting damage across both lanes to pressure and confuse your opponent. As the best deck for Arena 15, we have the Mega Knight Prince deck. This one is super aggressive, so you'll want to apply early pressure with split wall breakers to gain positive elixir trades. Once double elixir hits, stack up a massive Mega Knight plus Prince push, which is insanely hard to stop. Meanwhile, you can drop your Bandit in the opposite lane to force even more pressure. Firecracker is clutch here, working both as a defensive tool and as chip damage across the bridge. Bats give you cheap and effective defense, and here's a pro tip. If you can predict their swarms with zap or arrows, you'll basically win the game on the spot. The best deck for Arena 16 is Minor Balloon Cycle. This is easily one of the highest skill decks in Clash Royale. With this deck, it's all about smart plays and solid predictions. The idea is simple. Figure out what your opponent is using to stop your balloon, then predict it with a miner, an evolved musketeer, or even a well-timed snowball. On defense, Bomb Tower and Musketeer give you a really solid backbone. Winning with this deck isn't easy if you're just reacting, but once you start making those big predictions, you will feel unstoppable. The best deck for Arena 17 is Hog Rider Earthquake. This one runs Valkyrie as your mini tank, which is perfect since Elixir Golem and bait decks are everywhere here. If you have the Mighty Miner, you can use him in place of the Valkyrie as well. The Valkyrie is useful because she cleans swarms easily and can even tank for your Hog. Firecracker is the most important card of this deck. She's insanely annoying in this arena because most players don't run arrows and struggle to deal with her properly. Pair her with Tesla and Ice Spirit and you can shut down pretty much any push. Since this deck is cheap, your goal is to cycle back to your Hog as quickly as possible, always keeping Earthquake ready to instantly punish buildings. The best deck for Arena 18 is Royal Hog's Earthquake Cycle. This deck is widely considered the best in the entire game, and it's been relevant for over 3 years now. The defense is absolutely cracked. The Archer Queen is your main card.
Bro, I'm telling you, against this deck, you can be up like 6 Elixir, and they'll still defend your push and take no damage. It's actually ridiculous. It's just because the Royal Delivery, the Earthquake, the Ice Spirit, the Tesla, or the Cannon, it's just insane.
In this deck, with her ability, she can basically shut down an entire push on her own.
And yeah, she
Cannon
works
and
so
Royal
well.
Delivery also give you super reliable defense, and they only cost 3 Elixir each. Always keep Earthquake ready to punish buildings, and once you hit double or triple Elixir, take advantage of the Archer Queen's 3-card cycle. You'll be spamming Royal Hogs and Earthquake so fast that your opponent literally won't be able to keep up. The best deck for Arena 19 is Giant Graveyard.
Dude, that's my deck!
And honestly, this combo is a nightmare to defend. You've got a dual win condition here. The Giant soaks up tons of damage while tanking for the Graveyard, and trying to stop both at the same time is nearly impossible. Swarms are basically the only real counter, and that's where your arrows and Snowball come in to wipe them out instantly. Like, what's the opponent even supposed to do? On defense, Witch and Bowler give you insane value, while minions provide a cheap way to handle air units. And for those mini tanks with high damage, like Prince or Mini P.E.K.K.A., Guards are incredible. They can shut them down with ease for a positive Elixir trade. The best deck for Arena 20 is Royal Giant Cycle. This deck is always relevant, no matter what the meta looks like. The real game changer here is Vines. It shuts down Infernos and heavy hitters like P.E.K.K.A., which means your Royal Giant almost always sneaks in tower damage. If you drop a Monk in front of your Royal Giant, it gets even nastier. His ability reflects projectiles and clears out...
Also, I feel like you can kind of use any spell. You can use Fireball, Rage, Lightning, kind of just anything. Don't use, like, Poison, obviously, though.
...ranged units, leaving your opponents with almost nothing to defend. On defense, Wizard and Guards are super reliable, while Fisherman gives you tons of strategic plays by pulling key troops right where you want them.
Arena 21!
As the best deck for Arena 21, we have Goblin Giant Furnace with Vines. Honestly, this thing is absurdly broken. If you don't play perfectly against it, you're basically cooked. It takes almost no skill. Just drop your Goblin Giant, spam troops behind it, rage everything up, and use Vines to shut down whatever they try to defend with. If you do need some defense, you've got Mega Minion and Furnace holding things down. This deck can 3-crown you in a single push. Goblin Machine deletes ranged units, Prince and Furnace shred high DPS troops, and the Goblin Giant just keeps spawning wave after wave of goblins.
Pancakes! Pancakes Arena.
The best deck for Arena 22 is Golem Witch Baby Dragon Beatdown. The Baby Dragon pairs perfectly with Golem on offense, and on defense it can counter most...
This deck will forever live in my nightmares.
...pushes. Drop the Goblin Machine and Mini P.E.K.K.A. behind your Golem on offense, and suddenly you have a deadly push. The push can destroy towers within seconds. For defense, you have the Evolved Witch, who is a big counter for Vines. Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Vines combo can destroy your opponent's push quickly. Overall, play this deck patiently, don't be afraid to take damage, and just build a massive push. The best deck for Arena 23 is Splash Yard. The defense on this deck is insane. You've got Evolved Valkyrie, Furnace, Goblin Hut, and Vines. Basically all the best defensive cards in Clash Royale packed into one deck. Just make sure you're not giving your opponent any spell value on defense, and you'll be fine. Once you stop their push, it's counter push time, and at that point, there's pretty much nothing they can do to stop your graveyard push.
All right.
And as the best deck for Arena 24, we have P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant Spam. This deck is just so broken that it feels unfair playing against it. You're basically destroyed the moment you see both the Goblin Giant evolution and P.E.K.K.A. evolution together. Just spam both these evos together, rage the push and drop Vines on the defensive troops. There you go, easy win. Vines is overpowered and need to be balanced right away. But there are also 14 other cards that need balance changes.
Bro, to be honest, I mean, dude, he posted this 4 weeks ago. I think Goblin Giant got nerfed 2 weeks ago. Bro, I would say, like... Chat, what would you guys say is the most meta deck in the game right now? Bro, probably, like... Right now, I think it's Expo. I think in 10,000 trophies plus, I would say the deck I play against the most is Expo or, like, Recruit. Nah, probably Expo.